on the Oakland A's a little bit later on, and now on to our own athletics. We'll start with the 3rd and 4th grade volleyball team, their best game to date. Getting their serves over is half the battle, and they did. Starting with Justina, Sofia, Samantha,
yes.
Sarah,
All right.
and Annika. They also got a few balls returned. Here late in the second set, Sofia returns the ball for a point. They even had an epic rally that the camera guy didn't record, so we'll look at this linesman instead. Unfortunately, the 3rd and 4th graders lose in 2 sets, but by far their best game yet.
We think that we got a lot better.
Why do you think you got better?
Because Ashley and Ellis, they helped us improve, and we tried to win our game. And they really was mean to us at the last practice.
Oh.
But to be harder is to make us stressed out. But Ellis is gonna give us lunch. Oh,
So
really mean.
what do you think you guys did really well today compared to the last 2 games? Serving,
passing.
Do you guys feel more confident now?
Calling.
Yes.
Well, it depends. If they coach us harder, no, I don't like it.
Okay,
But
all
we
right.
improved much more better from the first game.
Yes, very good.
We had a practice on Thursday was a lot harder.
Okay, good.
Really hard.
Coach, they looked a lot better out there. Your thoughts?
The 5th and 6th graders to your left playing their 3rd game of the year, actually their 2nd since they won their last game by forfeit. They get the point on the long rally, a really solid first set. Emily serving on set point, the other team hits it wide. The girls take the first set 25-21. Second set, not so great. The girls dug themselves a huge hole and were not communicating. The ball would just hit the floor. They lose the second set 25-15. We go to a 3rd and final set to decide the match. It didn't start off too well. The girls were not controlling their bumps. Balls were flying all over the place, but they still had their chance down 12-10. Naomi just serves it over the net for the point to cut the lead down to 1. However, that's as close as they got. The girls can't return it on match point, and they lose for the first time this season.
We could have moved our feet and called for the ball more, and actually work together as a team as we did at the first set.
If you played this team again, what would you do?
I would beat them.
Good.
The 7th and 8th graders trying to go 3-0. The match started just like their first one. Edwena served the girls out to another 10-0 lead. This time she got some help from her teammates. Really good net play here. Jamie sets up Cynthia nicely, and she gently taps it over for a point. It was an easy first set for the girls. Here Ivy goes over her head for the bump. 25-8. 7th and 8th graders take set 1. The second set was tied at 7-7 until Edwena came up to serve, and again she hit the 10-serve limit. They led 17-7. Game over? Not so fast. The girls then started getting a little bit careless, and the other team scored a flurry of points. Here, Jamie makes a nice tip by the net, but she crosses the line. The other team gets the point. All of a sudden, the other team serves 10 across, and we have ourselves a tie game. Up 22-21, Cynthia with a very uncharacteristic bump out of bounds. We're tied again at 22. Luckily, the girls got the ball back up 23-22. Fiona stepped up to the line and was able to close it out. 2 real good serves, and the 7th and 8th graders avoid a debacle and pick up the second set 25-22. They are now 3-0.
Okay, what happened in the second set?
We did bad.
Why? What led to you guys doing bad?
We weren't calling it.
Why weren't you guys calling it? How do you think you guys played overall?
Oh, we did okay, but we still need more work.
Why is that?
We didn't do our best like the other games.
Good insight.
Thank you.
On to the soccer pitch for the 6th and 7th graders. Here we go again. Scoreless in the first. Garrick facing a penalty kick. Great save by Garrick. We go to Garrick with his thoughts.
Talk about that penalty kick you stopped.
It was easy.
Why's that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Because I already know they gave me a hint. Kick it in the corner. And that was easy.
Did it help that you already faced a penalty shot earlier this year?
Yeah.
Not pictured as Ryan Kwong, who booted this from midfield. Great pass up into the box, and Allen does what he does best, and that's score goals. Just like that, it's 1-0. Tied at 1 late in the first half, the defender appears to touch it with his hand. Everybody is waiting for the whistle, but there's no call. Luckily, Allen was heads up enough to continue playing, and he scores another goal. The 6th and 7th graders take a 1-goal lead in the halftime. Second half, Tomas on the attack. The defender knocks it away, but a great job by Raymond following the play. Raymond bangs it in for his first of the year. That's also Raymond's second career goal. Minutes later, the defense fails to clear, and Allen completes his hat trick. That made it 4-1. Looking to add more in the fourth quarter, Tomas, the twin, all alone, one-on-one with the goalie, and he boots it over the net. SMH. Nevertheless, the 6th and 7th graders win and pick up their third victory of the season.
It was an easy pass. So when Thomas passed me, I just tapped the ball in.
How did it feel? You scored a goal before. It was the first time we got it on camera. How did it feel to bang that one in?
I don't know. Happy?
Happy?
Yeah.
The 7th and 8th graders trying to make it 2 in a row. First quarter, not a good boot by the opposing goalie. Khaliq takes advantage. He just gets enough on his ball and gets it past the goalie. St. Mary's goes up 1-0. Still in the first, Matthew pushes it over to Christian, who gets too much air under his shot, but the goalie misplays the ball and it falls into the net. That made it 2-0. Second half, more domination by the 7th and 8th graders. Christian breaks through the entire defense all by himself. He scores his second goal of the afternoon. He now leads the team with 3 goals. Then Christian gets a steal in the box. Instead of going for another goal, he passes it to Moises, who cashes in and scores his first goal of the year to make it 4-0. And for good measure, late in the fourth, Moises gets by the defense. He goes corner pocket. 2 goals on the day for Moises. 5-0 the final. The 7th, 8th grade back at 500.
I think of everybody, working together. It was a mixed difference, honestly. And then, if we continue practicing, and we're going to improve, definitely. You know what I mean? That's going to be the main point. And also, the kids really enjoy and they love what they do. That's the main point.
And in case you missed it, the Oakland A's are champions of the American League West. This footage is from Monday night, where there was a lot of noob spottings on TV. Noobs! We leave you this week with a nice story my friend Anthony put together on Channel 5. So enjoy this video. An exciting weekend of baseball and St. Mary's athletics coming up. Go Giants! Go A's! See you next week.
Last night, the A's could care less about where they were in the standings, a most improbable victory many thought would never happen back in April.
It's been a storybook season. It's hard to explain.
If someone would have told me in April that we were going to be doing this on the 1st of October, I think they were on something.
Carl, here we are sitting on October 1st. The A's have used 19 rookies this season, yet they are a 3-game sweep away from being AL West champions.
35. Stand by under 2.
It does make it a little tough to get late requests, but it's kind of the nature of the business.
In game 1 of the 3-game series after 4.5, it's the A's and Rangers in a 2-2 tie.
From an announcer's perspective, it elevates this type of situation.
Well, it's very intense, and you try to capture those moments, as you know. Coco dives into second with a double, and the A's have taken a 3-2 lead. I mean, you live for moments like that. And here's a delivery swung on a fly ball in center field, not very deep. Coming on is Hamilton tagging Coco. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. Coco scores, and the A's take a 4-2 lead.
Struck him out, and the Oakland Athletics are going to the postseason.
Where do you guys go from here?
Hey, to the playoffs.
It would be great to celebrate 2 days from now as well, so we can do it just as good as we can now. I think I got a little bit of his eye, but that's his fault for not getting goggles. He's a rookie. What did it feel like to catch that final strike?
I honestly blacked out. I had so much adrenaline.
wondering, has the beer ever tasted any better? No, it's never tasted any better.
I couldn't ask for anything more than to go out there with the lead, this type of atmosphere, the fans going crazy like that. That's everything I could want. Oh man.
How does that feel? How's it taste?
There's nothing better than that right there. I'll take it all night long.
Here's the guys who had to go into the locker room. It's never an easy thing. And fortunately, guys, I had just a little bit, see this, just a little bit of champagne left over to show you exactly what they all have to go through when you go into the locker room. So congratulations to the Oakland A's. They have 2 more to try and win the division. Guys, good night, everybody.